Today, I'm going to mess around with the first draft of a mono green Hardened scales. I played a green white one in a league a little while back. Um, so I wanted, which was for basically Esper Sentinel main, and then Canonist ending and plow out of the board. I'm gonna try cutting the white, um, which allows us to add some more colors cards. Scrapyard Recombiner seems pretty sweet. Throne of Geth actually seems pretty sweet, and by dropping Savannah, we add Ink Moth, which is like a way to sneak some wins. Um, on the sideboard's normal Grave Hate, Combo Hate, Lands Hate, uh, Gem Razor. I bought this art. It's probably a waste of money, but it'll look pretty sweet. Inspiring Call. Draw a card for each creature controlled a +1/+1 counter, and they gain indestructible. So pretty sweet to battle the meltdowns. So, but yeah, talk to the deck sort of as we play it, since it's not really a real thing, you know. Um, yeah, I'm just curious to see how this is gonna work out. I think I like the throne. I like a lot of the stuff that's going on. Let's see if we can, face a fair deck and get some interesting matches going on. They're a pretty slow hand. Mulligan, no Ancient Tomb or Mox Opal or wow. Today's gonna be a bad day. Okay. Definitely not impressive though. Definitely not appreciating the mulligans. We really want a one drop to tap mana with that. Get rid of Ravager for now. Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure I didn't like make a mistake like by registering not enough lands or something. It's pretty weird. Yeah, so we do have 18 lands and 4 Mox Opals, a Springleaf Drum. I mean, we don't have any hate for something like Elves, so which is probably what we're facing. The whitelist had Canonist and Plow. This was probably trying to be a little faster, though I don't think this is the best. Oh, flagstones. Oh, it's red, green, or green, white reclaimer, or whatever. Green, white reclaimer. Mm, yep. It's a pretty terrible draw. At least it got plowed. Getting above 20 actually might matter, so. They're gonna have the real fast combo, it looks like. Go get a Savannah and a stage. Which takes away our Ink Moth kill. This is flying, but it is legendary, so they will be able to deal with it. So how do we beat green white depths? We have Needle. We have another Boseiju. Yeah, Needle Beseiju, maybe Winter Orb. They can function on a few, but to get the combo off, they need a couple. So definitely not looking like the best though. Now what could we get here? We can get an Ozolith, which may be a way to steal a type of win. Uh-huh. Hmm. Yeah, maybe we get the Ozolith. See if they go to make a 2020 now, play around a main deck Needle, which I maybe should be running. Yep, they're gonna play around the main deck Needle. Makes sense. Huh. Shadow Spear is actually interesting. I think it's Ozolith though. Okay. Let's see if we can try to steal one here. They need to have a Caracas and a Tower of the Magistrate. Oh, there's Straz. What a raid was going on, my man. How'd you finish? You get that 2-3? Hope you got that 2-3 after spending that time getting some unfavorable matchups. Got that 2-3, $5 back. That's what I like to hear. So I'm gonna see if a bunch of little constructy boys could keep up with a Merit Lage. So let's see how that goes. Okay. If they have a plow, we die. Alright, we survive another turn. That's what I like to hear. A library, sure. And they don't have a plow, I don't think. It's a card with text. A crop rotation. Interesting. What are they getting with the crop rotation? Really wonder what they're getting here. Just getting a maze, huh? Okay. Sure. They're gonna take 10. So they take 10. Now I can decide if I want to Boseiju the maze now or let them reclaimer it away. I think it's okay. I think I can let them untap. Didn't pay anything. 3 cards in hand. Can we beat 3 cards in hand? With a legendary insect. That's the question. It's kind of crazy it's even this close, honestly. A Mold of 5 versus Dark Depths. Huh. So I could deal this to do 2. Hmm. Oh shit, I have a legendary creature. I don't even need to. It only costs 1. It never. I never have legendary creatures. I play fucking lands. I always have fucking zombies. Okay, they let that go. So I took 2 damage for no reason. Let's see if that comes up. Mm. So I could block here then. I could block here. What's better to block than Merit Lage? This can get blocked by Karakas in later turns. This can get blocked by Wasteland. So I guess it's probably that. And they have no inspect damage on them yet. Let's make that a 19/19 Merit Lage. Just like a knight. Alright. That card's not too scary, I don't think. That's a bad draw. Hmm. They just sack to get a Caracas here, I think. Or they just block there. And we die. Yeah, the 2 damage didn't matter. Oh wait, modular. God, only if modular was lethal here. Damn, almost had it. Almost fought back. Actually, pretty impressive considering our. Yeah, actually like this. I think we need a lot less mana than them. Mm. What do we want to cut? I guess things that we technically can't beat collector roof, right? So probably things that are stronger on their own. Like that's probably not good. Something like that. I don't hate that actually. Let's try that. I'm gonna keep for the turn 1 saga. Turn 1 saga is our best way to beat an oof, so the old diamond start, that's gonna be hard. The turn 1 oof, huh? I'm glad we went with the that's why I wanted to do that. Uh-huh. And let's see if they have Wasteland. It puts them down a land, but of course, you know, they're not gonna not have land. Force of Vigor? What do you got? The old... Oh shit, I got them? They got the Force of Vigor? Tanking on it? Yeah, the Epiphany got him. Damn, turn 1 oof, Force of Vigor hand. That's pretty hard to beat. Wow, that what an insane hand. A turn 1 oof, stage and depths. And Force of Vigor? Holy shit. Yeah, there's no way you're ever fucking beating a hand like that, so not really much to say. Yeah. Wow, we don't have a green source, huh? Tree of Tails instead of a forest? Yeah, animation module is better than retrofitter here. I think because it beats oof pretty cleanly. But yeah, like I said, sure, it's a really good post board hand. Not gonna beat that. We only have 2 forests, I think, so I guess we have triple ink moth, but they have the mate. I mean, it just buys us turns, I guess. Yeah, we actually could have like we beat the oof pretty easily, honestly. Just the dark depths. All right, so noted Tree of Tails was worse than a forest. That's one thing I wanted to say. I only have 3 Tree of Tails. I didn't know if it was worth it or not. Like with Metalcraft and constructs and this and that. Yes, I'm just trying to draw 2 of, I guess. They probably have like a crop rotation too, because why not? Wow, Jesus Christ. Literally every card that hates on my deck. Um, I guess I can't make a dude. Yeah, really need. If that's a forest, I guess we could pretend we had a shot. But once this is in play, yeah, even things like Winter Orb would be good here. They'd have to pick like just Maze or Savannah or something. I'm trying to think if we have any outs currently, and I don't think so. Wow, a little late. I guess I should attack with this too, because they can just maze it, I guess, technically. Yeah, like, I should have attacked with that too. So I Boseiju that. I guess they can now sack this to kill that, right? Yeah. I guess we could see if they see it. But yeah, like I said, pretty unlucky. Turwood oof, vigor. Yeah, it's just the past 2 nights has been like days that like shit. Yeah, you like whatever you prepare for, you run into like the nuts. Yeah. All right, pretty unlucky. Um, yeah, I guess you could fit like a dismember or two probably in the board. Maybe it's worth considering if you're really gonna play around that. Like I said, you could beat Oof. It's just Oof in combination with the turn 3 Merit Leash. So with Saga, it really gave it like a lot of utility, but Tree of Tails not doing us any favors. So maybe these should be some basic fours. I really want to play a Gem Razor. I really hope we run into a match where we can bring in Gem Razor. Mutate onto Region Trample. Yeah, you mutate it onto like something. I don't even know how mutate works. Also, that's one reason I want to be able to do it. Learn how to see how it actually functions. See, now here we'd probably want a Tree of Tails. Finally, a Hardened Scales. All right, a Hardened Scales and a Throne. That's pretty hot. Let's get rid of the Besieger. Chancellor of the Annex. I love when my opponents say "have fun" and then just turn one Grizzlebrand you. It's like, good luck, have fun. Double Chancellor, you're dead. It's like, yeah, you got me. I had a lot of fun. Oh fuck! I should have run out the Mox Opal. I'm literally looking at the Chancellors, just thinking I'm dead, so it's not even giving it a fucking second thought. I do have a decent amount of hate, so let's just get to the boarded games and we can battle. I should have played a creature. Like I wish I had a creature to play, a 1-drop creature in case they have Exhume, and they unmasked instead of griefed. Why would you unmask me instead of griefing me? Yeah. Let's see if this can race a Chancellor of the Annex. It might race one, is definitely not racing two. God, imagine if I didn't fucking throw with its fucking Hardened Scales. God, it would be doubling every spell would be 2. Can I do 13 damage in one turn? Dang. Yeah. The power of being on the play. Alright. We get to bring in a decent amount of stuff, though. Take out, slow, grindier stuff. Animation module, 1 Arcbound Worker, a Welding Jar, Hangerbacks and Ballistas, this. Let's try that. Could probably cut a Springleaf Drum, actually. Next turn we get to play a Ravager for 2 counters. We have some interaction. It's a slow hand, but we have double surgical versus reanimator, so you obviously never ship that. Sure. Wow. It's pretty funny. This is gonna be like a fucking Serenity. I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah, of course you have Serenity instead of a reanimate spell. Alright, Tree of Tails dies now. Twice Tree of Tails fucked me instead of a fourth, so that shit's coming out. Maybe I'm supposed to surgical looting there? Thought about it for like a half a second when they fetched to surgical looting, but it might be a little spewy. So we need to just draw a way to win. Not exactly the most fun or skill testing game of Magic I've played. Last round, game one was really interesting. I could sandbag that. It's kind of uninteresting. Alright, they have a Chancellor. So they bring in 4 Serenities and 2 Wear Tears. They cut the Thought Seizes and the Griefs. So they only have 3 unmasked to deal with these 2 Surgicals. So it's really pretty okay. Like, obviously they're going to top deck the nuts, but in general we should be pretty favored here. We just need to find something that attacks. Technically, I probably won't attack for like, I don't know how many turns. I gotta decide. Sure. So they have 4 Chancellors, 1 Archon, and 1 Sarah's Emissary that they could reanimate. And they got rid of 2 Entombs and kept a Chancellor in hand, and they conceded. Wow. Cool. Again, super fun and skill testing game. So happy I played that. I'm gonna cut a Throne and a Springleaf Drum to bring in these 2. Basically, because it's something that could be reanimated, like exhumed. This hand sucks. And they kept 7. On the play, I keep this in a heartbeat. Fuck, man. It sucks. Oh my god. Sure. They board back in Thoughtseize on the play. They really had the nuts, huh? The turn 1 with Thoughtseize. Unlucky. Just some unlucky matches, right? I mean, getting turn 1 twice, getting Oof and Force of Vigored and 2020 by turn 3. So Giving our opponents some free wins today. And I like the surgicals. I mean, if anything, it'd be Fair Macabre because you see how everyone brings in Wear Tear and Serenity. So you want to have some type of interaction like that. But it doesn't really matter sometimes. So they probably boarded out Wear Tears and boarded in Thoughtseizes and then just had the Dark Red Thoughtseize combo. So. Oh well. I like the deck, and I think it has game. So far, like Inverse Reanimator, it is what it is. We have 3 turn 0 things, and if they have Thoughtseize combo, you lose. First, like I said, Dismember maybe for, but we didn't lose to Oof. I don't know. We had two Besage. Like the big thing I'm taking away right now is Tree of Tales should get cut for a basic forest. that is what I think is the cause of a couple of problems we had. So I'm actually gonna change that. Yeah, I have not been impressed with Tree of Tales. This hand's real. It's a keep. Who am I kidding? So we go turn 1 Saga Springleaf. Then we can go Patchwork, use the Springleaf to play Animation Module. Then we can get like a Mox Opal. Sucks we're gonna lose, like, this would be better as literally any other land, but, you know. Just have the top deck. Like I said, we'll get into Mox Opal when we try to find an Ancient Tomb off the top. Like, this is gonna get ending, and then we can concede. Yeah, so we'll go up to 5 for us. What nice art do I have 5 of? That's nice. Oh, this super fun deck. Everyone's favorite. In that case, I'm probably just gonna play around a bunch of stuff. Nah, you gotta play something in the days at some point. It's whatever. Yeah, because sometimes they don't have it. Animation module looks way better than Retrofitter, so we learned that this league. Just making steps in the right direction to having this deck be playable. I'm curious about the Delver matchup. They are forcing our animation module. That's a big fucking game right there. All right, we have a turn 2/4/4 with the Shadow Spear to give it lifelink. I mean, with Ward 2, sure. Let's see what they waste here. If they're gonna go after the one that's gonna die or the one that's not gonna die. I'm curious. What are we gonna get here? Zabaz is probably the best thing to get, honestly. Or the other animation module. Probably the other animation module. Okay. So do I attack or do I make a walking ballista? Or just make a 5/5? Probably just make a 5/5, right? Making a 5/5 is pretty appealing. Play a Murky Boy. We could race Murktide pretty easily. 5 power. Yeah, like we just crush Murktides. Sure. Um. So I guess I might get an. I could get an Ozolith here. There's a 6/6, sure. That's a good one. Or animation module even. What's the second mode on this? Proliferate? Jeez. Ozolith for the flying blocker is pretty. I mean, Zabaz. Let's go with Zabaz. Alright. Feeling comfortable? Is passing? Hmm. 2 lethal attackers. Guess I could have attacked Bolt? Bolting that. Okay. And then bolting Zabaz. Interesting. I don't. Yeah, I should have attacked with both, but I don't think we can lose, if we're being honest. Unless they have main deck Meltdown. Yeah. Alright, always love beating Delver. We bring an Inspiring Call. Sylvan Library. That's probably it. Take out Library since our life total's under duress. Bring in a way to protect from Meltdown. Seems to make sense. So we're gonna play more of like a Welding Jar and like not commit too many resources type of game. May go to. And again, Meltdown is gonna hit all my lands, so maybe it's better. Force of Will on Hardened scales. Love to see it. Sure. Fetching end step there is kind of weird. You'd want to fetch like upkeep after you see this doesn't flip. Like we want to kind of hold it for that, I think. End the festivities. Yeah, not that doesn't happen often. You get the end the festivities for one there. It's pretty good. Not flipping. My opponent did not pay for their MTGO premium. Let's see if this is the meltdown. That's what it's looking like. Yeah. That checks out. Alright, can we beat a meltdown and an end the festivities? They were gonna reveal iteration, but essentially the same thing. No. That's probably a little much right now. We're probably dead now. Probably got us. Yeah. They're gonna attack for 9, can't use the tomb, so. Alright. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's probably the best possible draw. Um, I get blown out for X's 1. Do I offer a trade here? I don't think so. Yeah, I'll offer a trade, sure. Yeah, got that 1 point in, nice. And they have like bolt for that. If they bolt that, then they're really not representing Meltdown at all, yeah. Oh wow, that's good. That means they're really not representing Meltdown. I don't think. I don't think they would be doing that. Try to top deck a land. We top deck a land so we could play around Days. We don't. Days seems really bad versus us. Yeah, I didn't think they would. What? What? How does that make sense? Unless you know I have 2 green cards in my hand, how the fuck does that make sense? Jesus Christ. I would literally run 4 green cards. It'd only be good if I had like multiple green cards in hand. Wow, it's a good play. It's a really good play. So we want to hit any green source? Any green source is probably the best. So we run a lot of green sources. Nope. That second Ancient Tomb will probably be the end of us. We did 8 damage to ourselves. It's probably too much to overcome. Yeah, we're actually, because we're just like dead on board, right? Yeah, double tomb. Unlucky. Just dead on board. Yeah. Just, how awkward. Yeah, no, the Mox Opal stops me from shattering that. Yeah. Just really weird. Just really strange game. Getting our Mox Opal dazed, missing land drops, and then only drawing tombs is kind of a weird way to lose. Even Dismember I don't think is going to help you too much versus DRC. Not multiple anyway, so. Oh, the O3 bracket. Excellent. Yorion Death and Tax in the O3 bracket. Yeah. I don't know why we've been having trouble with mana with 18 lands and 4 opals. It's kind of bizarre to me. I'm gonna keep this. Keeping the lands in the Sylvan Library because I think we're just gonna pay 8 right away. Throne, I think. Until we can establish resources, Throne's kind of dicey. They're mulling to 5. Mulling to 4. This is gonna be unfortunate. The old O3 and mull to 4. Happens to the best of us. The old. Alright. Got a Stone Forge also? No. Okay. Get the Scrapyard Recomer in play. Okay. What's the line you're allowed to take? Yeah, actually, I'm supposed to take Ancient Tomb there. I was just trying to avoid my life total, but I don't think it'll matter if we're all being completely honest with one another. Let's see if there's getting a vial here. Yeah. Sure. Got it. I know it's in their hand. It's pretty weird. There's a Stone Forge. Sure. Mm. Alright, so what if we were to play Patchwork? Then it's pretty good with the Baz. And we go get a Guess we just get another ballista. Probably missed damage there. Probably could have equipped the like attack with ballista. They don't block, so it's like 2 more damage. But then I don't attack with that, so maybe missed 1 damage there. Or equip Shadow Spear for that type of thing. Alright. D&T. Get to bring in Gem Razor. That's hot. Hanger back. It's pretty suspect versus Flicker Wisp and Skyclave. Ballista at least can ping. I think I'm gonna go, and then Boseiju seems good. Cut a Wallinger. They're gonna exile our stuff probably, so. Alright, well here's a hand where we get Mox Opal turned on a turn sooner. Does that matter? Mox Opal Tree, Arcron Worker, not especially. That's his turn anyway. Next turn. We can go like. I'll try it for science. I don't think it's great, but I don't think it's terrible. They don't have vials, so it's much more reasonable, I think. Not really what we wanted to draw. Maybe they'll like spew a plow on some Arcbound Worker. Nope. Yeah, the turn 2 Stoneforge in the 80 card deck is probably gonna kill us. We'll have to have some sort of Inkmoth Nexus shenanigans. Yeah. Drawing forest for our draw steps doesn't help anybody. Darn. So this is 1 power, 2 power, 3, 4 power. Yeah. Can we erase a Cauldra? Not well. We could do it, but you won't enjoy it. It's a race, alright. Not a great one. Think the 5/5 beats my 1/1s. There's an argument last turn. I wonder if I was supposed to play Ballista, like double Ballista on 1 just to get more artifacts for Arcbound, which may have been the case. Well, I'm glad they played that, because that would have been very good. And it depends if they have like nothing. If they have like Solitudes, then we're like dead anyway, so. Solitude or Plow. Recruiter, okay, let's see what they get. Lion Sash. I would get Solitude, unless they don't have it already. Unless they have it already, I mean. I animate this, then boom. So let's see. I sack this. It's one counter, 2/3 counters, 4 counters, 5 counters, 6 counters, 7 counters. I think I'm like a damage or two short. I don't know, the only way we win is if someone screws up, so. I wish I knew what they had. That'd make my life a lot easier. Let's make Jataxian Probe legal again. Time is it? Yeah. It's getting late. We can pay 4 here, which might matter. I probably will pay 4 since so would have died no matter what. So I'll take the best 2 and just shoot my shot. Interesting. All right, see what they do with this. All right, all right. You got me. What are the odds they have no plows? Oh. They 100% have a plow. Jesus Christ. That's unlucky. There's no way I can do regular damage, right? Alright. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna animate this and swing with everyone and see what happens. Hmm. They're going to blocks. Those are the blocks, huh? So this puts a counter, so this is 3 to go to 4, 5. Then 6, 7 counters. I didn't do the math yet. I don't think it favors me. Yeah, okay. Cool. You got me. Yeah, exactly. You just have to put him in that spot though versus the turn 2 Cauldron, you know? We just run it back. Yeah, like they always have it. Like I mean, it's reasonable. They run 8, or it's 10% of their deck is Solitude and Plow, so it's very reasonable that we just die. Uh, keep. This hand's actually very interesting. We really need to draw land though. I don't know why I'm having problems. This hand is really wild. So we go Tree of Tails, Shadow Spear, Opal, Hardened Scales. The next turn, like Patchwork into Arcbound Worker, and they all get extra counters. It's kind of sick. All right, Tree of Tails +1 for one time. All right, Ancient Tomb one time. We got flooded on tombs before. Let's hit one tomb here. Let's get one tomb in this joint. That's weird. Mom seems really bad in the matchup. Oh, that's so fucking tilting. I'm gonna get Patchwork into play. And just hope that we draw land. Patchwork's good with Ward 2. It at least limits the amount of removal that could be used. Like, even if this is Stoneforge or yeah, Lion Lash doesn't matter. Okay. Land, pretty please. Fuck. Yeah, she gives colorless. So way scared. Like Mom doesn't do anything in this matchup. Like it seems like that'd be just the easiest cut because it just doesn't have text. So I'm not really sure. Really needed that land though. I guess next turn I could equip Shadow Spear. I'm not in love with it though. Are you gonna plow and pay 2 now? Kinda wanna get Ozlith down. Hmm. Yeah, might as well just go all in here. Like I'm gonna attack with both anyway. Alright. We got we got our one big swing in. Is that enough? Is that enough? Ozolith is real good here because like Recombiner can get Walking Ballista, and all these counters can go on Ozolith, and then so basically we can just make it so Walking Ballista is like, let's see what they name. Let's see if it's like Walking. If it is Walking Ballista, it'd be kind of weird. Yeah, it would make sense, I suppose, at 5 life. They might name Shadow Spear and then kill this. Abandon Hope. That's pretty funny. Pith Needle, Abandon Hope. That's classy. That was a pretty insane start. That was really good. Let's see if I can get. Alright. Straz went 0-3 to 2-3. Let's see if we can do the same. I typically drop, but I've only been playing for less than an hour and a half. If it was 90 minutes, I would just call it for sure, but. Alright. Let's try to get it. Let's get the pity points. But yeah, so versus 0-2, huh? We've been on the draw, I think, 4 matches, which doesn't help our style deck. Ah, the old 3 Mox Opal hand. That's lovely. Inkmoths haven't done anything either. Like, they're cute, but... Oh, man. I guess I'll keep... Bottom... The Walling, sure. Yeah, it's weird because it's like it's yeah, exactly. It's painful. We can do a lot of stuff. Obviously, a Mox Opal cracks the hand. Do I want to play Worker without getting value? Nah, I think I'll wait. See if we can rip a more reasonable land. Yeah. Some hardened scales. Not going great. I'm trying to think if white would have helped. Where's the white version? I think it runs Once Upon a Time too. Oh, this is like Grixis control or some shit. Oh man, when you run 6 fucking spells, 6 colored spells, and then draw it after you mulligan, that sucks. It has as many colored sources as the other one, yet I feel like I'm just getting the shit kicked out of me way more often. The fuck is going on? What are you doing? What? Oh, there's some like fucking blue moon garbage something or other. Oh my god. I was gonna pass then. This looks like it's gonna be some blue moon something. It's what you faced in the whatever 1-3 bracket. What is happening here? Fucking Christ. Brainstorm, sure, buddy. Stomping an Narset. Yo, I actually had a modern Eldrazi deck like 6 years ago. That with Training Grounds, that was actually pretty good. It had the infinite combo with Drowner of Hope, so that was pretty great. Training Grounds and Drowner of Hope cost 1 and a Jace. Is it just Grixis with Bone Crusher? Sure thing, friend. Whatever you want. Whatever turns you on, you're entitled. Cashing it in. Okay. So what do we have versus Grixis pile? Thorns. That's about it. Winter Orb. I guess we have Winter Orb. Winter Orb's pretty good. So. Brainstorm into basic swamp. Sure. Okay. Sure, buddy. The whole brainstorm. Oh man, it's too fucking funny. Sure. Sure. Here are my green cards. Here are my colorless cards. That makes sense. Too fucking funny. Alright, let's cut. I think cut things Hidetsugu hits. Cut a Springleaf Drum. Cut an Ozolith. Welding Jar, I don't think it's too great. Throne, because we're not going to have much to sacrifice. Cut one Opal. I like Hangerback a lot. The Baz. Archon Worker's worse. I guess animation module is good because you don't need a lot of resources to put into it. Try that. Oh my god, I want to keep this. I get to try it. Said one lander. My mana. It's 18 lands and 4 opals. Like, what the fuck? What is happening? Oh my god. Damn. These hands are just unfucking believable. Okay, sure. This card draws like, will draw like 3 cards. Seems pretty good. It's got a. You know what? No, let's get rid of this. It's fine. Sure. Probably gonna eat a force anyway. No, wow. Allows me the courtesy. I should have just played Red Dead tonight. I don't know why the fuck I waste my time getting my ass kicked. Just force it already. You know you want to. Why are you pretending to think about it? The card's too scary. Just force it. No? That's weird. Probably supposed to force it. Seems like a pretty easy force if they had it. Maybe they were just reading. Could have been we had a reader. Okay. Oh. Next turn we could like the Baz and do some stuff, so. A Narset. What the fuck? Can I have lethal this turn? There's probably a way I have lethal, right? There has to be a way I have lethal. Maybe not lethal. Close. What do I want to sack for this? Probably hanger back, right? I guess I have to tap itself. Man, there has to be a way I can win here. Let's see. All right. Nice. That was a mole to 5. That was pretty cool. That's a 4. That was pretty cool. All right. I feel a little better. Winning on a mole to 5 through Baleful Strix feels good. Just gonna run it back. And 1 hour 29 minutes in, perfect. These double Mox Opal hands are such a fucking tilter, man. This is really good, I think. Sure. This drawing a card. Good Ozolith. Alright, let's see if Inspiring Call can do anything. Please force it. Please force it after last game. Since I drew another one. Pretty please. No, damn it. I love an Ancient Tomb. Love an Ancient Tomb. Let's go, baby. Ancient Tomb one time. %100% Hidegetsu, and we're donezo. Ready for that fucking thing to finally wrath us. Haven't seen that yet. Though we've had hands that aren't really susceptible to it too much with the patchwork automation, so that was a real fast brainstorm. That's like, I'm gonna ruin your life brainstorm. Tell me this is the longest slow roll ever. Okay. Mana. Don't care. Mana one time. Mana one time. Yay. So I can make a 1/1 or have an extra counter on this. Probably better put an extra counter. Alright. Hanger back with 4 counters. This at least provides us with some insulation with Thopters, so... Is that for real? Did he just fucking Dak? He really has Dak Faden? Jesus Christ, I should have known in the 1-3 bracket. That's not bad. Like literally against the Arcbound Ravager deck that like it's Sabaz, they would just shatter everything. So weird. The way they've played is pretty weird. And they sure whatever you say. You don't force a winter orb, but alright. I wanna see something. Control, not own. Narset and Dak, yeah, sure. I mean, that doesn't really matter. I mean, it's annoying because it was Saga, but like, not really getting us. And they found another force. Of course they did. Alright, this, sure. I don't expect to lose to, like, I expect to lose to Grixis, but I expect to lose to, like, a better Grixis. Like, just hit a Sugu us, and, like, we're done for the day. But to, like, go through this trouble, hey. At least we give them their first win. So, cheers. Alright, that was painful. Again, 1-2 loss, 1-2 loss, 1-2 loss. It just seemed like we're just, like, a mana's clunky, and this card was real good. Scrapyard Recover was like surprisingly good. Springleaf Drum was good. Probably cut one. The one seems fine. Libraries were good as like 2 random things. Nexus wasn't great. I don't think you want cities though, so it's kind of a weird spot. Yeah. And like I said, sideboard, maybe you want like a Dismember or 2. Seems fine. Maybe you want Needle Main. Needle's so good in Legacy. It doesn't go towards your game plan, but maybe it's worth it. The scales were great. The modules, but strict, I think it's way better than the retrofitter. Patchwork's great. The card was pretty awesome. Never got to play Throne, which I thought would have been a really good card, but just didn't draw it. Zabaz was awesome. The card's real good. The Shadow Spear is great. You can cut like 1 Arcbound Worker maybe. You can probably cut a Welding Jar, an Arcbound Worker, a Springleaf Drum. I don't know if you want more of these, but they were real good. Alright. That's it for me. I'm gonna call it. Everyone have a good night. I might mess around with the green-white version of this. But for now,